Okay, we're back to wrap up the lesson here on parabolas. Another situation you might be asked is determine whether the graph opens up, down, left, or right. Well, if you're looking at an x squared, you should know that that either opens up or it opens down. And since 4 times p is going to be positive, it's going to open up. See if you can determine this one on your own. We know y squared either opens left or it opens right. And since 4 times p is going to be negative, it's going to open left. How about this, right? Standard form of equation of the parabola with the focus at 5, 0 and the vertex at the origin. Okay, so the standard form with the focus at 5, 0 and the vertex. Where to begin? Well, first off, let's begin by plotting the focus. The focus is at 5, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here is the focus. And if we know the vertex is at the origin, if we know the vertex is right here at the origin, we know that the focus lies inside the parabola. So it looks like this. Okay, so that means it's going to open to the right, so that must mean it's going to be y squared is equal to 4 times p times x. And what is p in this case? Well, what's the distance between the vertex and the focus? That would be 5. So 4 times 5 times x. And y squared is equal to 20 times x. That's what we have. Write the standard form of the equation of the parabola with the focus at 0, 3 and the vertex at the origin. If you can do this on your own, pause it, then hit play to watch my solution. First off, plot the focus. The focus is at 0, 3. So right here is the focus, and so that must mean that the parabola, the vertex of course is at 0, 0, but the parabola is going to open up. So in opening up, we know that's going to be an x squared equation. X squared is equal to 4 times p times x. P in this case is going to be 3. The distance between the vertex and the focus is 3. Let me make that a parentheses here. And I have this equation wrong because if it says x squared, we need this to say y. And so therefore x squared is equal to 12y. And then there's the equation of that. This one, it's the same, except it gives you the directrix. Okay? So if we have, a graph here, and the directrix is going to be 8, y equals 8, so that must mean, let's go 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going by 2's here. So if this is the x-axis, and this here is the y-axis, here's the directrix, which says y is equal to 8. So if the directrix, here's the vertex. If the directrix, remember, never lies inside the parabola, so the parabola must open down. And the distance between the directrix and the vertex is the same as the distance between the focus and the vertex. And so that distance must be mean that p is equal to 8. So if the graph is opening down, if it's opening down, so we know that 4py, so we know that somehow we must get a negative for 4py, and that's where we're going to substitute negative 8 in there for p, because we know it opens down, so p must be negative 8, so that way we get a negative 32 there. X squared is equal to negative 32y. And so here, Same thing. Let's start off by graphing the vertex. It says x is equal to -1, so we know that it must, here's the vertex, x is equal to -1. I said that's the vertex, that's the directrix. Right there is the vertex, and we know it must open to the right. So if it opens to the right, that's going to say y squared is equal to 4 times p times x. And so if the distance of p is 1, 4 times 1 is 4. And so there's our equation. Y squared is equal to 4x. Let's see if you can do this one on your own, and then I will work out the solution for you. So hit pause, and then see which one you come up with, and then hit play. What is the equation of the parabola? It has its vertex at the origin and a directrix of x equals 4. So x equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the directrix. So that must mean the parabola opens, in this case, so we know that if it opens left, that's going to be a y squared equation, and that's going to be 4 times p times x. And what's x? Well, we're going to let p be 4, but since it opens left, that means that we have to have a negative value in there because it's opening left, and there we go. 4 times -4 is -16, so it's either C or it's A, and that's why you have to figure it out. Since it opens left, it's going to be a y squared equation, and that's why you have to memorize whether they open up, down, left, or right to get this one absolutely correct. It's a pretty simple question if you have that part memorized. The answer is not C. The answer is A. Okie dokie, that's what we have for you right now. Wraps it up. Let me know if you have any other questions.